Next is Trash the Clown.
First one up, man, the opener. My name's Trash the Clown, 3565 24th Street. I got to sign up under the business because I pay rent. That's cool. Let me start by saying that bad gas travels fast in a small town. I received information from one of my heap that a close family member of one of you elected officials was spreading private information regarding myself at their place of work. I confirmed that that private information was spread amongst you, private officials, and it was got back to me that it was said elsewhere. Again, let me remind you that you are, 1, adults. You're not middle school or high school. 2, you are leaders. 3, your city is listening and they're watching. Okay? I want all of you to be the best leaders that you can be. And spreading information about whatever. I'm just a clown. But if it's being spread about me, that means that things are being said behind the curtain about other people probably here as well. I will end this little part of the topic with this quote. Those who consider themselves religious and yet do not keep a tight rein on their tongue deceive themselves, and the religion is worthless. So, on better news, there's the 24th Street underpass, which I know is not yours, it is CN's, and I know that has been an issue for a long time. The passageway for pedestrians is awful. If you haven't walked it, don't, because it's awful. But I did get contacted. I didn't reach out to them. They reached out to me. A manager at Port Huron CN is going to try to get that mitigated ASAP because he saw a post that I made about how bad it is. So hopefully your pedestrians will have better passage. Probably in the spring would be my guess. Speaking of 24th Street, I think I mentioned this before, but it's a very heavily walked path. It connects parts of the city, and for the south side, it connects people that need to get to Kroger to get food and stuff like that. It is an awful passageway. There's also a high school on that street, but there is missing sidewalk. I would like to see a push made within the next coming years to make 24th Street more accessible for everyone, not including those that can walk, but those that may need assistance with wheelchairs or strollers or things like that. We place a big priority on vehicles, but really I think we need to place a priority on pedestrians, because vehicles are tanks, people are not. We are just flesh suits, and it takes one good hit to end that flesh suit. So I think that there needs to be sidewalks down the entire way of 24th Street. I know that it's the dividing line between township and city, but I believe the township mostly has sidewalk down their route, but the Port Huron side does not. Especially since there's a high school there, you would think that there would be sidewalk there, but instead people have to walk through the parking lot to get through that way, which does not seem safe to me. So, again, it's just like, what can we do to improve the city? That's what our goal should always be. And I think it's not a simple one, it's a big one, right? We would have to change infrastructure. Oh, I could hurry up, but thank you. I hope you have a great day.
Thank you.
That was my little talk yesterday at Port Huron City Council meeting here in Michigan, Pure Michigan. Basically, I feel like I kind of said it. We need to hold our leaders accountable. We have to. We need to do our due diligence, and do the research, find out what's being said, what's being done, and then act accordingly. You don't have to call out anyone using their name. I don't. Why would I do that? Why would I stoop to that level? You can say a whole lot, and sometimes you can say way more by not, calling out names, but rather just bringing light to what's actually happening. Not what you see is not what you get. What you get is really what you get. You know what I'm saying? Does that make any sense? Like, you could be told a whole bunch of things, you can see a whole bunch of things, but what's actually being done? We have to hold our leaders accountable, whether it be locally, statewide, countrywide, globally. You know, there are a whole bunch of very weak people in positions of power and authority who are in there because they're weak, and so they want control, because that's what weak people want, is they want control. So, you know, I mean, there's really nothing else to say about that, really, is there? You know, weak leadership, that's what gets us here. Weak leaders, that's what continues on us in this divisive and hateful path. It's because you have weak people in positions of power that all they do is they just perpetuate hatefulness and ugliness, and that's not very united, is it? It's almost like if a leader's trying to divide you, if a leader's trying to label you, if a leader's trying to say that this person, this group of people matter more than this other group of people, it's almost like they're not a leader. They're not. That's a toad. No offense to any toads. I don't know why I use toad, but, you know, I used that quote. It was a biblical quote. I used that quote because I thought it was, I mean, they pray at the beginning of council meetings, and I know people on that board consider themselves religious, but I'll say, when people can't control their tongues, yet they place themselves on a pedestal, it makes their religion worthless, but in the sense of a leader, it makes their leadership worthless. Yeah, I hope you have a great day. It's Tuesday. The sun's not shining here in Michigan, but, you know, it could be worse, right? It could be snowing. I hope you have a lovely day. Love you.